I'm live. I'm live. Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm on YouTube again. Gosh, it's been like forever. Do you even remember who I am? Probably not. So yes, I just did a tarot card reading. It was Black Friday morning, 2023. Black Friday, if you don't know what that means, is the day after Thanksgiving, and I am in my new space where I live. And I've been meaning to come back onto YouTube and just restart my readings and restart my page and, revamp it. But sometimes creating a new start is really difficult. And a lot of times you think of it like, oh, it'll be my New Year resolution to do something, so maybe my Black Friday resolution is to, I don't know, read tarot card, do tarot card readings on YouTube again. I don't know. So it's pretty quiet here right now. Hopefully we don't get any interruptions. I don't usually get a lot of background noise, so that, this apartment is like airtight in a lot of ways. It's cool. But, my son is home. He'll probably sleep for maybe a couple more hours. And I do have a little time, and I've got opportunity, and I've got cards out. And to be frank with you, I am like rearing to do a reading. So I don't know what this reading is going to be about, though. Interesting. So my coffee pot just gave up on me. It's like, listen, lady, we've been on for 4 hours. You've been on live for an hour, 1 minute and 47 seconds. And we're already quitting on you. So don't quit on me. Just kidding. So anyway, my name is Lilac. My page is called the Lilac Broom. The reason I'm called the Lilac Broom is because I love the smell of lilacs, and witches love brooms. And I do consider myself a mystic, a witch, a diviner, a tarot card reader, a spiritualist, and a pretty okay human. I mean, nobody's perfect, right? I've had a lot of changes in my life recently. Some of you who have been following my page a while and see this live pop up are going to be like, fuck her. We're out of here. We're not following her anymore. That's cool. I don't care. It's totally up to you. I'm going to say what I want, what I think, what I feel, and I'm not going to hold back. Hot coffee. All right. So let's do just a Celtic cross spread and see what comes out. Queen of Wands, challenged by the Lovers. Interesting. 5 of Wands reversed in the past. Knight of Swords reversed. Also in the past, coming up, Page of Pentacles as the outcome. In the future, we've got the Star card. That's a lovely omen for whomever is tuning in. The Hanged Man, in your innermost thoughts and feelings. Yep. King of Swords in the external environment. Interesting. 6 of Swords in one's hopes and fears, with the World as the outcome. Could not ask for a more engaging spread. Like, really, guys. Grab a couple of runes here. All right. My runes want to talk about the future. My runes say this reading also wants to talk about the idea of like luck. I don't believe in luck, so we'll explore that. And standing still. I feel like whoever's tuning in to get this reading is being told, like, stay the course that you're on, because standing still, staying your course. Don't try to rock the boats. Whoever is tuning in is represented by the Queen of Wands. That is typically a fire sign woman, an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius woman. But if we're not looking at the signs or even the genders, that Queen of Wands is going to represent like a person who's pretty well established in their life. So, people can establish themselves pretty young in life, but I'll say age, or youngest 26, oldest maybe 55. That's a pretty big range. So I'm just looking at like mature people tuning in. Your challenge is the Lovers. What What is the right path for me? That's the challenge. That's the question connected to the challenge of why are we talking to the lilac broom today? So, yeah, I'm really getting, for some of you, this is an actual lover. The lover is the challenge. In some way, this love has come into your life and it has like tipped things a little bit upside down or sideways. I'm really getting sideways because of the placement of this card as actually sideways. The Five of Wands in reverse in the past, as well as the Knight of Swords in reverse in the past, are saying that up until recently, the relationships that have come into your life are represented by the Five of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse is just complications. All right. I think that this was a long Saturn cycle in someone's history where you just stayed too long in something that was not good for you. And then if you've already evolved out of that relationship and had a chance to land in another one before coming into today's reading with this new lover who's causing problems, then you might have had a gap relationship. And in that gap relationship, there were a lot of promises made, but not followed up, like not followed through with. All right. So if this sounds like you, where this is all going is bringing you to this Page of Pentacles energy, which, is about new financial beginnings or new beginnings of something. I'm trying to think of a way to express this without, segueing into other other page cards like Page of Wands, Swords, etc., Cups. Pentacles are representative of money, yes, but and at the risk of sounding like I'm talking about a Page of Wands and is represented by a representative of creativity, I will say the Pentacles can be something new that is of value. That's what I want to say. This isn't about money, it's about value. So there's a lover that's come along and interrupted your storyline, your like mature life, I guess, and has said to you whatever they whispered in your ear. I don't know what they said specifically. It's going to be different for everyone, but it has brought about the added value in your life. And Spirit is saying, I need you to stay in this energy. There's something fortunate coming because of it. I'm replacing the word luck with fortune because I don't believe in luck, but I do believe that good fortune happens when it is manifested. So we're going to go with its fortune. And this is in the future, which lines up with this future placement card of the star. Why is the star here? The star is here to say your time of compromise is done. Some people think of compromise as like a necklace of jewels around their neck. Like I wear it with pride that I'm good at compromising. Well, you know what compromise gets you? Compromise gets you lost. Okay, so your time of compromise is over. Compromise has gotten you off the path you're supposed to be on, and Spirit is bringing you back. Ace of Swords in reverse. It will not hurt you or feel bad when you find yourself in this situation. So if you have found your life has been disrupted and put you in a situation, but that situation feels like home and it feels good and it feels natural, then you are where you should be. Spirit is saying, although this seems like a simple formula, somebody really needs to hear this. If it feels good, it is right. If it does not feel good, it is not right for you. Okay, the Hanged Man would indicate in the position it fell in the reading, which was in your innermost thoughts and feelings. It's saying, you are on the fence about accepting this situation, you know? But that needs to fall away. That doubt, that on the fence needs to fall away. Look at this card. In this card, the depiction of this King of Swords, there is this little character in the palm of his hands and a very big sword in his other hand. And the character, I wanted to look at it one more time before I said this, is female and he is male. Now, I don't mean to make this a gender conversation, but what's been going on around you is that masculine energy has dominated with this sharp sword, intimidation, fear. Okay. It's kept this woman small. Now, this reading could be for a man. You know, I'm not saying that it's necessarily, gender has to do with the energy gender. Masculine energy tends to rule by force of nature, by being a force of nature, being forceful. Whereas feminine energy is normally the more submissive energy. That's what this card is talking to me about. The more dominant energy has dominated to the degree that it is massively oversized next to the feminine energy, which is teeny tiny, and not to mention being held by the larger masculine energy. There's a true imbalance. There's been a very big imbalance. What is this King of Swords bringing to the world? What is it giving? It's just sitting there showing you, look, I dominated this feminine energy. How did you do it? Well, I did it with this big sword. I held the sword over their heads so that they felt scared, intimidated, small, frightened, or maybe they thought they felt safe because they were being held. It doesn't make sense, but ask any psychologist or psychiatrist, or just watch the TV show, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and you will understand that people do sometimes feel very safe in their captivity. They feel very safe being controlled and held. But that is not where you're supposed to be anymore. And this lover that slid in sideways into this Queen of Wands' life, right, has really changed the value of this person's life. The hopes and fears, they're talking about this Six of Swords. I love this Six of Swords energy. It just speaks to me of like, this woman needed help crossing the river. This guy came along and gave her the ride. She's bringing her swords with her, but she's still taking the ride. She needs to let down her guard, or he or she needs to let down their guard. But, I tend to wonder if it's not because she's got this child to look out for and to protect. So it's like the decisions I make, I have to make knowing that I'm responsible for the well-being of, my kid or children, or the well-being of, my family. But the overall outcome being the world tells me that balance is going to be found. Let's get an oracle card here. We're going to use the enchanted, no, wait. Oh, is this my spellcasting deck? Well, I picked this deck of cards up. We're using this one, the spellcaster. I'm not using it to cast a spell. We're going to read it like oracle. All right. See if we can clarify why we're hearing this storyline today. The primary message being stay put, stay the course, allow this interruption to carry you through to another place that you need to be at in life. All right, I got two cards, well-being and justice. Huh. Wow. Do you want me to read it to you from the book? I always hate I hate listening to other card readers read from the book, but I'm a good reader, so maybe I read well, so maybe it'll sound nice. This card of well-being, concerns about your well-being have been flagged and you're being reminded to take steps towards healing aspects of your current state of being. pretty sure we just discovered that in the tarot card reading. You were not in a healthy state of mind. Something brought that to your awareness and put it front and center. And now you're paying attention. So where it goes from there, changes call you to adapt. Whether this is on a physical, mental, or social level, the prime concern is looking at how to achieve the optimum levels required to feel and be at your very best. By doing so, you'll emerge with a positive self-esteem, so you can live and work productively while feeling engaged with the world around you. Happiness, health, and comfort support you as you take steps towards personal fulfillment. Well, I'm fucking glad I read that right from the book, actually. I love everything that I just read out loud. I love it for me. I love it for you. I love it because it's honest and truthful. And I'm going to read it again. Concerns about your well-being have been flagged, and you're being reminded to take steps towards healing aspects of your current state of being. There needs to be healing, guys. There's either mental healing or spiritually you need healing. You need yoga, you need meditation, you need time in the water, you need time in nature. Maybe you need time away from a stressful environment. Maybe you need time off of work. Maybe you are a parent and you don't know how to step away from doing all of the things and just take care of yourself for a little while, but that's also okay to do. Whether this is on a physical, mental, or social level, the prime concern is looking at how to achieve the optimum levels required to feel and be at your very best. Guys, when it comes to manifesting your future, what you feel predominantly most of the time is your energy field. And what your energy field is like a radio frequency, right? The old fashioned radios where you'd have to turn the dial and you just kind of like get into that vibrational energy with the right radio station. That's what your personal energy is like. And it draws things to you and it repels things from you. So you have to always be cognizant of that energy. The more time that's passing universally, we are emerging from that heavy masculine energy that we have survived for hundreds and thousands of years living in. That is not the way of the future. That's a whole other story I'm not going to get into right here. If you know and you understand it right now, you understand it. But you're being asked to look at yourself and your personal energy right now, your well-being. Your well-being. That is the most important thing right now. And justice, we're going to get to that in a second. By doing so, you'll emerge with a positive self-esteem, so you can live and work productively while feeling engaged with the world around you. A lot of you are not engaging with the world around you. You don't feel engaged with the world around you. Why is that important? Again, that is a topic for another reading or maybe a blog article that I will write. But I can tell you from personal experience that was my problem for a very long time. I did not feel engaged with the world around me, and I had to go deep inside and ask myself and find out why. Happiness, health, and comfort support you as you take steps towards personal fulfillment. All right, let's look at justice. Why is justice and well-being so important? Feels like somebody's been treated unjustly. Justice, they say that all's fair in love and war. But the balance is not tipped in your favor right now. See? I just said it. That's what this whole reading is about. Somebody is accepting less than they deserve. A lot of somebody's, I would guarantee you, because I have over 100 people subscribed to the page. A lot of you listen. A lot of you pay attention when you talk to me in person or when you see me post things on Facebook or we engage in conversations that way or other ways. All right. All's fair in love and war. Balance is not being tipped in your favor right now. Someone's being unreasonable. So take a step back and weigh up the situation. It may mean that you need to summon up your inner strength, hence the well-being, and face your opposer, that big masculine energy. But be assured, for you have all the tools necessary to win. Why is that, I wonder? Decisions have been left unmade, and there's time to renegotiate. Remember always that the universe supports those who stand in their truth and integrity. When you look for the best possible outcome to suit all parties, you can be assured that fairness will prevail. Listen, sometimes fairness has to prevail in a manner that you don't get to choose. Okay? You know, if you're seeking, again, if you're seeking compromise and you're seeking the middle of the line, that's not going to lead to anything good. You're being told to put your well-being at first. If you're putting your well-being first, does that sound like making a compromise, or does that sound like I'm taking care of myself because my personal energy is the only fucking thing I came into the world with and will leave the world with on my own? My personal energy, not mine and my kids, not mine and my spouse, not mine and my family or my parents. No, just mine. My personal energy is the only thing I came into the universe with, and I will leave with. Everything that happens here, I get to choose and decide because it's about me or you. You're about you. I'm about me. What we create in between the two of us, this area right here, this is all a decision. Decisions, a series of decisions, a lifetime of decisions that's getting made in this little space. But one energy is dominating that space, right? While the other one is staying small. That is not balance. Okay, so if that card of justice wants to talk about establishing equilibrium and balance, the way to come into balance with this energy, if you're this energy, is for you to grow to be the same size. It has to be a match. If there are situations, people in your life, relationships in your life that are overbearing your energy, that is not balance. That is not self-love. That is not taking care of your well-being. That is not healthy. And you cannot be happy. If you're trying to pretend that you're happy, it is a very thin veil. And that is where this lover could be a job, could be you got headhunted from a company that pretended they appreciated you for a lot of years, but really didn't. And you're like, oh, these over here, they want to pay me so well, or they want to like let me travel. They want to let me work hybrid. I love that. You know, whatever it is, could be a love relationship. It's just something. It's anything. You know, it could be as simple as, you know, you're a minor league baseball player and you've always played on the same team because it's what your dad played on that team. And, you know, here you're being headhunted to play on another team. And you're like, oh, there's a whole other like way I could be doing these things that vibes more for me. Like I'm more in line with the values of this organization than this organization. But I didn't know that because I was too busy facing off with this energy that was overbearing. Parents who are overbearing and tell you how to live your life, or a spouse that, you know, just consumes all the oxygen in the relationship. It could, you know, look at it however it fits your situation. Let me try to leave you off with maybe just one more message. I don't know. I don't want to let you guys go. I only just got you back. I don't want the reading to be too long. I'm already at 23 minutes. And for me, that seems like a lot. But my friend Erica would say not to think of it that way. Spirit of Place. I pulled this card earlier. So just to be sure, let's pull another. Ghostlands. All right. I pulled that card earlier too. Come Together. I pulled that card earlier too. And Goblins. Okay, here's what's weird, right? I have one friend that can attest to this, and I can't mention who they are, but you just watched me pick up an oracle deck, casually flipping through and pulling whatever cards popped up. These were the exact 4 cards I pulled in that person's reading right before I came live on YouTube. So this message is for you guys as much as it was for that person. All right. Spirit of Place, Goblins, Come Together, and Ghostlands from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. There are spirits at work, at play, behind the scenes, urging you to look at it from a spiritual perspective. And you got to let go. Stop negotiating with these goblins in your life. They're causing a heavy energy. Whomever, whatever you thought of when I said that, that's the energy. Let go of the goblins that are holding you down. They add a weight around you. It doesn't matter what those things are. It doesn't matter if they're your own flesh and blood. You gave birth to them or you've been with them forever. It's the parent. If it's a fucking noose around your neck, untie the noose. You came into this world with only your energy and you will leave with only your energy. You deserve to have whatever it is you want. And then come together. The most important piece is about finding connections with people that vibe with you, that understand you, that love you, that embrace the truth of you, not the lie that you've shown people to try to keep yourself small and to try to make people happy. No more compromise, guys. So hopefully I'll come back online soon and do more readings. But thanks for tuning in. Namaste. I'm so grateful.